Alrighty, well hello everybody and welcome back to the Hunter Classic. We are out here on Red Feather Falls, hoping to have a probably fairly short in comparison to most hunts, but a fairly short whitetail hunt because opening day of regular archery season here in Iowa opens up Tuesday, October 1st. I'm very excited. We got all of my name change stuff fixed with the DNR after getting married last year in the middle of season, so I have almost all the tags and licenses that I will need for this year. I do still have to purchase myself a gun season 1 tag, which is shotgun season. I do not own a muzzleloader, so I don't partake in that season myself. So I do still need to get that 1 tag, but otherwise I'm all set. We're ready for deer hunting for bow season, we're ready for geese hunting, and we're ready for duck hunting. And both of those have actually already opened up today as I'm recording this, which is Saturday, September 28th. I will be bow hunting as often as I physically can. I do hunt from a ground blind when I go hunting, as I don't own a fall safety harness, so I do not climb trees whatsoever. We do have tree stands available on the property that I hunt, which is private family-owned property. It is not a large parcel of land by any means whatsoever, but I'm gonna attempt to film even when I go out by myself if I don't have my husband with me. It's going to be difficult, and I haven't quite figured out the particulars of it yet, because I need to make sure not only that I can carry myself the first trip out, you know, my bow, my ground blind, the little teeny tiny stool for in the ground blind, and tripod, camera gear, all the other stuff. I need to be able to make sure that I can, you know, physically carry that myself, because it's not an easy access to get to. It's not level at all. It's very, very hilly property. So we gotta figure out if I can even do that on my own, or if I'm gonna have to wait until my husband can go with me. This doe is definitely creeping in closer than I thought she was going to. But that's kind of what's gonna be going on if I'm, you know, not on my PC and I'm not at work at my day job and I'm not like actually relaxing at home for once. I will probably be in the woods. just so you know. But I'm very excited, very glad to be able to get back into the woods this season. I was really worried because it actually ended up taking me like 4 months to figure out how in the world I was supposed to like get my name changed, because I couldn't find anything on like my official DNR websites, my DNR app. I couldn't find anything. I was like reading down Reddit threads of other people who have had this problem with trying to get their name changed after getting married, and I just it's been a process, but we got it done. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna probably just take this doe as she crosses in front of me on the road here. I can hear her, so I know she's within about 30. I have the splinter bow with me as I'm still trying to get this to 1,000. Let's see if I can just sneak that into a double lung. Drop her on the spot, right out in the open. Very nice. So I'm at the southern lodge on Red Feather, and I'm headed slightly east to where I have a tree stand. That moose is a lot closer than I thought he was gonna be. But as far as, you know, IRL stuff does go, I know a lot of people will ask, you know, other hunters, what's your big, like, what's your dream hunt, you know? But admittedly, I would say that, like, my personal, like, top 5 dream hunts are not probably in the same order as most people's. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I just caribou in Alaska, like that's the number one, that's the dream, right? That one it's on my top 5, but I don't think it's even the top 3. It's kind of embarrassing almost. But like my top 5 hunts, I'm gonna say in order, honestly. So I really want to do a mule deer hunt. Buck or doe, doesn't matter, but I want to do a mule deer hunt, and I want to do it in the Rocky Mountains. I want to do a bull elk hunt, specifically a bull elk, also in the Rocky Mountains. And after those top 2, I want to do a blacktail hunt off of like southern Alaska, I believe. If it's not southern Alaska, it's like the coastal north of Washington. Like I want to do a blacktail hunt in that like basically rainforest area, but it's obviously cedar trees. I want to do that. That's like my number 3. And then after that, number 4 and number 5 are kind of like a mix-up of which one happens first. I think it'd be really, really cool to do a bighorn hunt, like a high desert bighorn hunt. And I do want to do caribou in Alaska, but I don't know which one of those 2 I would like to do more. Well, my top 3 are, like, seriously, blacktail, mule deer, bull elk. Like, those are my top 3, and I don't think that a lot of people would say that. I feel like caribou is about as exotic as you can get within North America while still being a North American animal, like, at its base. You know, on the topic of, like, favorite things in hunting, I have one that I think you guys are going to probably find funny. So, my favorite part of hunting season, right? I think you guys are going to find this funny. So, at my core, I'm a very sleepy person, okay? My favorite portion of hunting season is the portion that is October 1st, opening archery day, until about November 10th or so. Why November 10th? Because usually around November 7th to 13th-ish is when daylight savings time is, right? So that means, and I'll like kind of explain it. So that means that before that time, in order to get out into the woods before sunup, don't have to wake up until like 6, right? Which isn't like unbelievably early for most people in their day jobs anyway. But after daylight savings time happens, all of a sudden, I have to get out of bed at like 4:15 in the morning. And if I'm doing it on a day that I'm also going to work at my day job, oh my goodness, am I tired by the end of the day. Now, since the game apparently seemed so bent on keeping me out of the area where my tree stand was that I intended to go to, I decided I'd fast travel back to the lodge and then head west to the tower stand that is just over a little section of water in the swamps. I got a buck grunt, called, he grunted again, he's closer, he's on his way here. I think I might just barely be seeing him come through the trees over there. I do have a cow moose in front of me, which, if she gives me a shot at under 40, and it's like full broadside, she's not moving, I might take the shot to see if I can double lung her and drop her. But that also depends on A, how close this buck is, and B, if I can see him. Oh, wait, and C, how good he is. Oh, he's little. 50 to 90. I think I'm hearing the buck. No, it's a doe. You know... Perfect. I still don't think this buck has any idea what's going on. Yeah, he's just up there chilling. Apparently ignoring my calls that I'm down here, but we'll get him. Now this is actually where I got my first ever non-typical whitetail deer. It's where we got our best estimate whitetail deer on stream a couple weeks ago, I believe. And it was a whitetail deer that we had like picked up the track on like an island 2 islands north of here, and that cow moose is still wandering around. But I still haven't gotten a 200 plus whitetail. It's been a while since I've had a non-typical, so I'm really hoping that at some point soon-ish we're due for another non-typical whitetail, or maybe even another rare. Which, fingers crossed, it's another male, but you never know. That would be our boy. He is indeed right up this hill. We'll just get him called in and hopefully it doesn't take too long. Look at him, just strolling right down the path. You love to see it. I love when they tuck their head out of the way for a shot. Oh, it's perfect. I think we did our job. So let's get out. We'll pick up the doe first, the buck second. Starting off with our doe, which was the first one. Huh? Just a little 46 kilogram doe. Double lunged. We've got our little buck. 65 kilograms. 77. We have our cow moose who's calling from that direction, roughly. I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here because I did intend for this to just kind of be a short, sweet little let's go get ourselves a whitetail buck and chit-chat about hunting season, so I'd say we've kind of succeeded in doing that. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Good luck out there in the woods if you're headed out, and if not, enjoy the pixel woods. I know that I do. I will see you next time. Bye!